Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Social Pillar. My name is Jarrod, also known as the GM Chef, and tonight's going to be a little bit different, not our usual programming. Instead, I thought we'd kick back, enjoy just a bit more of an interactive, down to earth, a little bit more casual, play some games. Not strictly tabletop, but something that definitely got me into role playing and adventure games and things like that, which is a fighting fantasy choose your own adventure novel. They've come out with a video game version, a digital version, if you will. It's available on Steam, and the first free adventure that you can pick up is Bloodbones, a sort of necromantic pirate situation, I guess you could call it. Let me know how I'm sounding. I had to sort of set this up kind of last minute, not gonna lie. Not that we totally didn't plan or prep this, as my usual companions would say. We definitely yeah, we wanted to do something a little bit different, a bit more of a cozy stream. So let me know how I'm sounding. Let me know how it's all coming through. I got some music and stuff that we can tune into. Yeah, we do. Courtesy of Michael Gelfi Studios. Check him out on YouTube. Absolutely everything you'll ever need for tabletop role playing. And it's also just really good to listen to. Everything from action, combat, lovely, jaunty tavern music as well. Something a bit more lighthearted. So hopefully that's not coming through too loud or too soft. Let me know. Yeah. So the idea for this evening's programming, if you are watching us live, is we're going to just choose our own adventure, or at least I want you guys to help me. We're going to jump into this pirating adventure, Bloodbones, Gamebook 61. So I've had a little dabble. It's pretty straightforward. Rolls all the dice, keeps track of all your stats and bits and pieces. So I thought, yeah, let's jump into it. Let's start a new character. I've already gone in and named our player named Chat. Hello, Doria. Hello, OMGM. Thanks for tuning in, guys. So yeah, I've already named our character Chat because I want this to be a chat-driven experience. You guys can make the choices of the Choose Your Own Adventure, and I am merely going to be your narrator for the evening. So let's not delay, shall we? I'm going to boost myself up as loud as possible, and let's just go from here. Does anyone... Can the PC be called Chad instead? That's what we need. Chad. What does Chad look like? Is Chad a fair maiden? An elven ranger? A monk? What is Chad? Because we got lots of cool portraits. Would Chad be an anthropomorphic rhino man? Fair maiden? Why not? Fair maiden with a cool pirate hat? I mean, it's kind of appropriate, right? I think so. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. All right. So we're jumping into Bloodbones. I've started a new game, so we're not going to be kicking off too far into things. We still have to actually like set up our character, roll out stats. Has all the hallmarks of a good tabletop experience. So a little bit of a synopsis. The dreaded pirate lord Cinnabar, or Bloodbones to those who feared him, was once the scourge of the 12 seas. Now he is back from the dead, seeking revenge with the dark powers of voodoo at his command. I'll just preface and say that some of these names and places and stuff are either extremely difficult to pronounce and say or very on the nose. So please don't, it's not my content, not my choosing, but we're going to roll with it. But our characters, we have revenge of our own on our mind. Cinnabar murdered our family when we were just a child, and only we can prevent a new reign of terror by destroying the pirate captain and his crew of cutthroats. Come hell or high water, Bloodbones must be stopped. So, that's what we're doing. A fair maiden anthropomorphic rider. I will go back. Yes. Number 23. Is that our dog tag? Is that our jailer's tag where we, you know, or is that just the number that we were given as part of our as part of our crew. Murdered folks when she was a wee less of a Chad. All right, Chad, the fair maiden, Anthro Rhino, and Thrino. Let's just dive into it, shall we? Fighting Fantasy Classics, love this stuff. So, for those of you unfamiliar with, Anthroporhino. That's what it is, Anthroporhino. So, Bloodbones is a fighting fantasy game book, an interactive adventure in which you are the hero. You can win only by choosing the correct path, finding equipment, avoiding traps, and surviving combat. Before embarking on your adventure, you must first determine your own strengths and weaknesses with a series of dice rolls. These attributes are recorded on your adventure sheet and include stamina, skill, luck, and your starting gold pieces. Before making your rolls, you must choose from one of 3 difficulty settings. This gamebook has been designed for optimum challenge on the Adventurer difficulty mode. For newcomers to Fighting Fantasy, we recommend Adventurer or Free Read modes. For experienced readers already familiar with the printed versions, we recommend Hardcore Hero mode. Play Bloodbones as intended. Your starting stamina and initial gold pieces are calculated by rolling 2d6 plus 12. Both your starting luck and skill scores are calculated by rolling 1d6 plus 6. You are also given unlimited bookmarks, which act like placing your fingers between the pages. If anyone's actually held one of these game books, you would say your choices. You would hold where you were, flick through, try and run it, and if you didn't really like what you had, or you wanted to, or you perished dramatically, you could always go back. So that's the standard mode, the adventure mode. That's our option there. And then Hardcore Hero. Your starting skill is 1d6 plus 4, makes you weaker. You also start with only 14 gold, but we still get unlimited bookmarks. Free read, you can pretty much do it however you want. Free rewind, free choice, free healing. What are we thinking? I'm thinking adventure mode. I think we play it how the game designers intended. Although that may not be what chat wants to do. Adventure. All right. Let's dive into an adventure. We've chosen the adventure difficulty mode. We must calculate our stamina. It reflects our general constitution, our will to survive, our determination, and our overall fitness. The higher your stamina, the longer you will be able to survive. So, like I said, it rolls the dice for us. 8. That's not bad. So an 8 plus base of 12 means we have 20 stamina. Not terrible. All right. Now, our skill reflects our swordsmanship and general fighting experience. The higher, the better. That is 1d6, and we get to add 6. That's a 5, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. We've got an 11 skill. That is not terrible. Now, has our luck run out, or is it only just beginning? That is 1 die and adding a 6. It's a 4. We've got 10 luck. This is good. And how much pocket change do we have? We add 12 to 2d6. Oh, we have maximum. We know we're pretty frugal. We know how to save our GP. We know what we're doing. All right. Now we need some gear. All right. We begin our adventure with a sword, a backpack, a tinderbox, our 24 gold pieces, and a lantern to light our way. We must ration our provisions as it is key to the successful adventure. We may consume them at any time except for when we're in combat, actioning the adventure sheet. Where's the adventure sheet? That's our bag here. Each meal restores 4 stamina. Be sure to pay close attention to your stamina and restore it regularly. We start with no provisions. Okay. And during your quest, we will encounter characters and items that alter your 3 scores. Okay, so they can only ever be restored to their initial amount. On very rare occasions, a particular page may grant an effect that defies this rule. Specific beats generic, as it would be. So, we've readied our equipment. But what is that one more thing we should know? During the adventure, you will know that hours will pass at key points, usually when you've been doing something for a considerable length of time. This is very important as it will become apparent as the adventure progresses. Try not to allow too many hours to pass. Is there a way to keep track of that? Okay, so we have our home button, we have our bookmarks. If we open that up, we can place bookmarks and go back to a relevant section. We haven't found a map yet, so that is inaccessible to us. These are just the options. And this is what our adventure sheet looks like. A little Chad down here. So we have our scores, our 3 stats, onward to adventure. Shall we? Alright. Hey Sammy. Welcome. Alrighty. This is some pretty old school adventuring game book style stuff. So let's dive into it, shall we? Our story begins 10 years ago when the evil pirate Lord Cinnabar murdered your family. At the time, you were only 12 years old and lived with your family in a small fishing village of Clam Beach on the northern coast of Ruddlestone, halfway between the 2 major ports of the kingdom. Harabnab, home to all lawful adventurers and sailors, and the sinister port of Crabs. Life in Clam Beach was not easy, but it did have a peaceful security about it. And then the terrible day came. It was a clear summer day in Warming, when the huge, forbidding black galleon sailed into the bay, flying the dreaded flag of the skull and crossbones. Pirates. The bloodthirsty cutthroats were soon racing up the beach towards the village. The fighting was swift and bloody. Soon, most of the grown folk of Clam Beach had been killed, your father and 2 siblings dying while trying to defend the village. In the end, the village elders had no choice but to surrender to the marauding raiders and open the village meager treasure coffers. The cruel pirate captain came ashore from his ship to collect the booty himself. The sight of him filled you with awe and fear. The pirate was a tall, handsome man with a neatly trimmed, pointed black beard and his hair tied back in a ponytail. He was dressed in the clothes of a nobleman, with a fine scarlet coat trimmed with a gold braid, and wearing a large tricorn hat. At his waist hung a gleaming cutlass, and you could not help noticing that on the back of his right hand was tattooed the image of a grinning black skull. When the raiders had finally gone, filled with feelings of hatred for those who had murdered your family, you asked Ragai, the village soothsayer, who the pirate captain was. Chat, I'm going to need suggestions for character voices, so just give me general tone, pace, pitch, things like that. Throw an accent in there if you will. For now, let's just do a general old geezer, shall we? That villain is one of the most evil men to sail the 12 seas of Titan, was his vehement reply. He is one of the most feared pirate lords of our age, a creature without remorse, a murderer, and a follower of the bloodthirsty voodoo death god Quezgari, whose mark is the Black Skull. He is Cinnabar, but because of the most terrible atrocities he commits, he is also known as Bloodbones. Looks like Deckard Cain has decided to narrate this adventure too. From that moment, you vowed that one day you would have your revenge on the evil Cinnabar. All right. Bit more background. Your mother became ill soon after that dreadful day, and 3 years later, she died. On your 16th birthday, you left Clam Beach and made your way to Harabnab, gaining the position of cabin boy on a ship traveling to the distant continent of Alancia. For the last 6 years, you have sailed all across the globe, but you never forgot the promise you made to yourself a decade ago. Over many voyages, you have tried to learn as much as you can about the rogue captain. You discovered that Cinnabar's galleon, the Virago, is frequently seen sailing the waters around Nankunu Bay, and that he has a hidden base somewhere close to the port of Crabs. You also gleaned as much information as you could about the notorious city. And so, when you decided that you were at last ready to confront your enemy, and the chance of passage on a merchant ship sailing to the port of Crabs came up, you leapt at the opportunity. Vengeance, you are sure, will soon be yours. The port of Crabs is haven to every pirate, buccaneer, and freebooter who ply their trade off the coast of the kingdom of Ruddlestone in the old world. As you stand at the prow of the merchantman, looking towards the land, you can make out the ramshackle jumble of buildings of the infamous city and the outline of the old fort that stands above it like some ancient crumbling sentinel. The merchantman bumps against the stone jetty and you quickly disembark. Not only is the port of Crabs one of the most dangerous cities in the old world, but a thick fog is starting to roll in from the sea. It is late afternoon on a chill day in the month of unlocking, and the docks are bustling with activity. Standing close to the quayside is a large old stone building which looks like it could withstand a battering from Hedana, god of the deep himself. Hanging over its sturdy oak door is a faded sign declaring that this is the Jolly Roger. Again, very on the nose naming, but hey, this seems like as good a place as any to begin your search for Cinnabar, so you enter the inn. The spacious bar inside the Jolly Roger is packed with all manner of scurvy-looking sailors and other lowlives. The landlord is as big as an ox and has a large anchor tattooed on one arm. No one takes notice of you as you enter, and so you approach the bar and order a tankard of ale costing 1 gold piece. We're losing our money already. You decide to question the landlord about Cinnabar first. Over your tankard of ale, you talk about the weather and the state of trade, and then draw the innkeeper onto the subject of the pirate you seek. I hear Virago plies these waters, you say. Give me a voice for our character before I go any further. What does our Anthroporhino sound like? Scottish. Love that. Scottish. Doria jumped in first. Ask for some sauerkraut. I will. More a kimchi man myself. I hear Virago plays these waters, you say. I'm surprised we weren't attacked ourselves. Not anymore, it doesn't, the landlord replies. Have you not heard? Cinnabar has been dead the last 6 months. Cinnabar? Dead? You've come all this way, after years of harboring desires for revenge, only to find that the dread pirate lord has already passed from this world. You ask the landlord how he died. Have you not heard? I would have thought that everyone as far as the Diamond Islands would know by now. It all happened last hiding. I suppose the barman can be French. The landlord. You listen attentively as the innkeeper relates the tale. It appears that Cinnabar and his crew were emptying the hold of a galley sailing from Harabnab to Arkleton in distant Analand, when the renowned bounty hunter Conan sounds right, caught up with them in this ship, the Fortune. Unable to escape, Cinnabar and his men had to defend themselves against the crews of the galley and Conan. Fierce fighting ensued, with Cinnabar eventually falling at Conan's hand, having suffered an incredible number of wounds, his body being lost to the sea. With their leader killed, the surviving members of his crew fled aboard the Virago, returning to the port of Crabs. Soon after, Cinnabar's second in command, Mirel the Red, set off in the Virago amid terrible storms, purportedly to recover her captain's body. Many now believe that the pirate lord's galleon sank, as it has not been seen since, the landlord says, concluding his story. You thank him for his help, and in a bewildered daze, you make to leave the inn. You console yourself with the thought that at least the murderer of your family has at last been brought to justice. And as you leave the Jolly Roger, you feel someone pulling on your jerkin. Turning around, you discover that an old drunk slumped at the table by himself is the one trying to attract your attention. What does the old drunk sound like? He could be our narrator. Yes. What do we think? British? Sounds like Ian. British. Alright. What kind of British? Scooby-Doo. Slowing bit. Just. English. Cockney? Just because he's dead doesn't mean that he's at rest, mutters the drunk. Curious about the drunk's words, you sit down opposite the old man and ask him what he wants. Let's just say you don't want to go believing everything you hear. But I know what's going on. Oh yes, old Dreg knows. Cinnabar isn't really dead, see? And he's coming back. The old man says in a harsh whisper. Intrigued, you press Dreg to tell you more, but he suddenly becomes serious and looks round the bar uneasily. Not here. Meet me outside in 10 minutes. You nod in agreement, and you leave the Jolly Roger. Ooh, okay. Tendrils of fog are now swirling around the boats in the harbour and oozing along the streets of the town. When the 10 minutes are up, you quickly return to the Jolly Roger and sneak down the side alley next to it. In the mist and shadows at the end of in the mist and shadows at the end of a narrow alleyway, you can make out 3 figures standing over a 4th, cowering on the ground at their feet. Wasting no time, you draw your sword and dash towards them. Hearing your approach, the 3 pirates turn to face you. The burly characters are ugly, scarred rogues, and the biggest of them, who is easily wielding a heavy wooden club in one hand and holding a bullwhip in the other, looks as if he has some ogre blood in his lineage. At the pirate's feet lies Dreg, beaten, bruised, and only just conscious.
"Who's the snooper?"
growls the half-ogre.
"You're no match for us. By the time we finish with you, you'll be feeding the shrimps. Or rather, the shrimps will be feeding on you."
He's pretty much said the same thing twice. I'll mutter to him. The other 2 pirates burst into a coarse laughter at the companion's joke.
"Yeah, you're fish bait."
Still laughing, the ruffians advance towards you. Apart from the half-ogre, there is a well-built bearded man, missing most of his front teeth, and a leaner rogue with 2 ugly red scars running down the right-hand side of his face. We may be about to engage in our first fighting fantasy battle. Would you like to know more about how combat works? I think everyone would like to know. Right, when you begin a battle, adventure sheet pops up, displaying our stamina, luck, and skill. Above this, the monster encounter sheet will appear, all over on the right-hand side of the screen. Battles are resolved by rolling 2 6-sided dice, written as 2d6, for both you and your enemy, adding the result of the roll to your respective skill score. This is called the attack strength. Both sets of dice are rolled at the same time. Your dice are white, and your opponent's dice are red. If your attack strength is higher, you have wounded your foe, causing 2 points of stamina and damage. If the enemy's attack strength is higher, it has wounded you, causing 2 points of stamina damage. If both attack and strength totals are the same, you have avoided each other's blows, resulting in a draw. After hitting your opponent or taking stamina damage, you may use luck to inflict a more serious wound on the creature, or to minimize the effects of a wound you've received. We select the luck button, which will roll 2 green 6-sided dice. If the number rolled is equal to or less than my current luck score, I have been lucky. If the number rolled is higher than your current luck score, we have been unlucky. If you are attacking and you are lucky, you inflicted a severe wound, and the enemy loses an additional 2 points of stamina. If you are unlucky, the wound was a mere graze, and the creature only loses 1 point of stamina. If you have been wounded and you are lucky, you have managed to avoid the full damage of the blow and only lose 1 point of stamina. I avoid the full damage, well, I suppose, not all the damage, but the brunt of it. Conversely, if you've been unlucky, you've taken more serious and you lose 1 extra point. So, if we're attacking and we're lucky, we do 2 points. If we're not, we only do 1. And if we're being attacked, we either take 1 and only 1, or an additional 1. So, our luck will decrease by 1 point until it runs out. Sometimes you'll have the option to escape. If you choose to escape, your foe automatically scores a hit against you, an attack of opportunity, causing 2 stamina points of damage. Such is the price of cowardice. Battles will continue round by round until the stamina score of either you or your foe has been reduced to 0. If you come across more than 1 creature in an encounter, then once the first creature has been defeated, you will automatically begin, etc., etc. Back to the situation at hand. We need combat music. Just a change of pace. Here we go. Okay. How will we deal with the ruffians? Stepping menacingly. Alright, chat. Do we charge one of the pirates? Do we want to stand firm and prepare to fight the rogues? Or try to escape by running back along the alleyway? What is the plan? What do we want to do? Charge the pirates, stand firm, or run away? First in, best dressed. We're running. Okay. We're going to try and run, sacrificing some stamina. I think facing 3 opponents for our first combat, pretty brave. Alright. You turn on your heels and run. You hear a sharp crack behind you and then find yourself falling forwards as the half-ogre's whip wraps around your ankles and your feet are pulled from beneath you. You lose 2 stamina and 1 luck point for being so cowardly. That didn't say anything about losing luck. In an instant, the pirates are on you. It's time to fight. God damn. All right. We didn't have a choice, unfortunately. Okay, how do I get rid of this thing at the bottom? I don't want this. There we go. All right. The first pirate, unnamed Pirate 1. All right. They have 4 stamina, 7 skill. We got this. We got this. All right. You must fight. All right. Click the fight button. Okay. So we rolled a 6 and a 1. And they rolled a 6 and a 2, but that is added to our skill score. So we got a total of 17, 15 for them. We have reduced them by quite a few hit points there. All right. It is a nice point, isn't it, Owen? So we continue. Now, we could try and push our luck. I don't really want to go flying through that, especially now early in the adventure. But again, I'll leave it up to chat. Do we just swing back bravely? Okay, all right. We're just going to keep swinging. All right, that looks pretty good too. We've got a nice solid 19 against their 11, and the first pirate is defeated. Alrighty. First pirate defeated. Now you must take second pirate. Unnamed pirate 2. Alright. Okay, we're rolling well. We're rolling well. Good, good. Keep barreling through. We're doing just fine. Another 2 hits. Ah! Only 2. I thought there was 3. Alright. I'll take it. Okay. If you win, turn to 180 sat. Where's the if you lose? Or is that the end of the story? Let's see how long we can keep this streak going, shall we? Those pirates' parents weren't very creative in their kid names. No. Yeah, what about the ogre? We've just aha. There we go. You say, book DM didn't forget. Dropping his whip, the half ogre moves in to attack you with his club. Get ready to fight. Ah, you see. A spectacle fight. All right. He has 5 stamina, so we can defeat him in 3 blows. And his skill is 8. So, oof. All right. So we need to consistently roll. Like we have about a 3-point buffer. So if our dice if he rolls quite well, it's not a huge margin for error. But we do have a good amount of stamina. We can do this. Okay. Even Stevens, we automatically win that. This is good. This is good. All right. Oof. Okay. We have taken a hit. That was a narrow defeat from the enemy. We could have lucked it. Yeah, we could have reduced the damage. All right. We might save the luck to reduce our damage, like prevent us for hitting him. All right. If we hit him on this one, we're gonna spend some luck. Oof. Okay. Let's get him. We're gonna hit the luck. Okay. We did the extra damage. We needed to secure that. Thank you, Doria. That was gorgeous. Yeah, I'll go to the panpipe, the celebration. If you lose, whoops, I nearly clicked on the if you lose button. If you kill the half ogre, turn to page 328. All right. The last of the pirates falls, and with some relief you sheathe your sword. It looks as if the pirates have beaten Drake within an inch of his life, and he is failing fast. You do your best to make the old man comfortable, and he opens his eyes.
Thanks, stranger, he gasps. But I'm a goner now. They're up to something, you know.
You ask him who they're talking about.
Cinnabar's crew. The pirates of the Black Skull.
You look over at the hands of Drake's assailants. You see that each bears the tattoo of a grinning black skull.
I've seen them meeting up again around the taverns in the city. Silas Gallows, Keyhole Jack, and old Crivens. Even Malou, the witch doctor. They're planning something all right. Rumour says Morel the Red, found Cinnabar's body, and he's not rightly dead. He's not rightly alive either, see? It's all that voodoo and black magic they meddle in. Not right, it isn't. I've heard tell that they're planning something big tonight. You'd think old Snide and the guard would be looking into it, but truth be told, no one's been able to locate their hideout.
Drake coughs weakly.
He's coming back. we'll all be doomed. Stranger, be beware. The Black Skull, Bloodbones, is coming back.
And then he is gone. Laying the old man down, you ponder his last words and what your next action should be. So Cinnabar is not really dead. In that case, you may still have a chance for revenge. But what did Dreg mean when he said that Cinnabar is not really alive either? Dreg has given you several clues about your enemy and where you should start your search for him, and it seems that time is of the essence if you want to stop the pirates of the Black Skull. The old man mentions that the pirates were gathering again in the Port of Crabs, so they may have a hidden base somewhere in the city, but of course at present you have no idea where it may be. Before leaving Dreg, you search the bodies of his assailants for any further clues. You find nothing helpful, but you do discover that one of them was carrying a bottle of rum. Drinking the rum will restore 4 stamina points. We have rations. We have rum. The rum is not gone. You now have 6 options available to you. Are we listening, chat? Yes, OM, we won. We won, but we now have 6 paths we can take. We could visit some of the taverns and inns in hope of finding out more. We could visit the notorious gambling pits as a possible source of information and a way of increasing our gold pieces. We've already got enough gold. Alternatively, it would be a good idea to better equip ourselves by visiting the markets before we set out on our quest. We do have gold to spend. And you could try and find out more about the Black Skull and the cult of the Quezcari. Turn to 315. Now there's another option or two. Then again, although Governor Montago has certainly allowed the port to remain a safe haven for buccaneers and freebooters, you may do well to get help of the authorities against Cinnabar, or we could just take the direct approach, abandon your search for further information, and instead look for the pirates' hidden base. We could just aimlessly wander. I'm seeing a tabby. Equipment. I think we gear up. Surely we can hit the tavern right after we swing by the market. Okay. All right. Let's go get some gear. All right. Ooh, a market. I will just break immersion for a minute. We're keeping it social, and I'm gonna keep you guys informed on my game mastering decisions. OMGM, respect. You don't. Shopping scenes are not your thing. I love a good market, and that's a shopping scene on steroids, because you don't just have one shop with one keeper. You have potentially infinite stalls and characters that your players may just latch onto. So you see some tapestries and some jewelry and some street foods and things like that, and you don't know what they're going to jump on if you really want to push the limits. So we're heading to the sprawling markets that lie within the Merchant Quarter, which runs from Farthing Lane to Moneylenders Street. We have 2 options from here. If we want to look for practical equipment around the markets, we turn to 351, or we could visit the Port of Crab's lively bazaar with its more exotic and expensive wares. Hats? I think we're only going to find hats on page 42. Yes, the Ganassi blacksmith, absolutely. Alright, I think we're only going to find beautiful, exotic, and expensive hats in the bazaar. So we're going hat shopping. You are enticed towards the bazaar by its colourful stalls, as well as the sounds and smells of far-off countries. You ignore the rolls of silk and the baskets of spices, as if I knew what was about to happen. You ignore the rolls of silk and the baskets of spices, but are attracted to a brightly decorated stall covered in a variety of unusual items. Talking with the vendor, you discover that the man is a talismonger, a trader in artifacts that are allegedly magical. However, by the look of some of the objects, you do wonder if they are really charged with esoteric power. The magical items in the talismonger has on offer are listed below with their prices. You may buy as many of them as you want, as long as you have enough gold pieces. Okay. Now, chat, you each get one piece, not each, hang on. Chat, you get one trinket. I was about to say you each get one trinket. No, we're not gonna spend. We've got money for days. We have got 23 gold pieces. No, it's not kept track there. We had 24 that we started with, and then the book decided that we spent 1 on a tankard of ale. So I think we have 23. And I'm hoping that if I click the old buy the thing button, it doesn't just automatically do it, and it shows us how much we have to spend. Because I'm not seeing, it's not on our adventure sheet. That's all right. Okay, so what are we thinking? An ivory lion charm, a shark's tooth bracelet, a magical compass, a potion of giant strength, or a lock of elven's hair. Okay, well, two of those things, the magical compass and the potion of giant strength. Yeah, no hat, unfortunately, OMG. I'm thinking magical compass too. I mean, is this actually a Pirates of the Caribbean? Yeah, like, is this Jack's compass? If it is, that's not a bad thing, because I believe our deepest desire is the Pirate Lord Cinnabar. Potion of giant strength. I just have a feeling that's not real. Shark tooth bracelet controls sharks. Useful in the water, as long as we can get our enemy into the ocean. A lock of Elven's hair. Is Elven just a guy, or are we describing hair from an elf? And how on earth does that help? And I think the ivory lion charm is probably just some really, really nicely carved ivory. The magical compass. Friendship bracelet. Yeah, could just means we're just friends with all sharks. Elvens are tiny fey creatures that are mischievous. Oh, now you want them. I mean, it could just... I mean, it could just be some tiny locks of random hair and a little silk... Okay. Compass. Let's go. All right. Trade 1 magical compass for 9 gold pieces. Ah, we do have descriptions now. I like that we just interpreted based on the descriptions, but I wasn't sure if I clicked the button. So, the lodestone inside this compass is attracted to large deposits of gold. A must-have for any would-be treasure hunter. Do we want to look at the other descriptions real quick? Let's just see. What do they claim these trinkets do? Carved from a single piece of ivory, this ivory lion charm resembles the head of a noble lion. Gives protection from the dark powers of voodoo. Now you see, that just sounds, you see, foreshadowing. We know voodoo is involved. It was in the blurb of the book. Shark's tooth bracelet. Made from leather, embedded with 38 razor-sharp teeth of a shark. You feel like it could be useful. Sure. Yeah, who do you voodoo? I do voodoo lion charm. Alright. When drunk, it has the effect of adding 2 to your attack strength for the next battle. Okay. And then Elven's hair. This lock of hair will bring you good fortune. +1 to luck rolls. Whoa, okay. +1 to luck rolls. So does that mean whatever we roll on the dice, it always gives us a +1? It's a pretty good idea. Now that we've read the descriptions, I think it's a toss-up between that voodoo, anti-voodoo, you-do-hoodoo lion charm, or perhaps the lock of Elven's hair. I don't think the magical compass is necessarily where we dive in. As cool as that would be, we're not necessarily out for treasure. As cool as that would be. What are we thinking, John? Anti-voodoo? I'm down for some anti-voodoo. It's not a voodoo, it's a voodoo-don't. Alright. Okay. Alright. We purchased the ivory lion charm. I don't think we need to spend any more. I think we just get that. We can always come back around. Alright. Page 42 is the market. The voodoo. But of course, on the following page, there was but one more trinket. A carved dark wood armband. It's only 4 gold, though. Carved to look like a snake with its tail in its mouth. The Ouroboros. Putting it on does not make you feel any different. God damn. I probably has some cool... I can probably summon a snake or something. What do we think, chat? One more thing? It's only 4 gold. I bet it does look good. It ain't no hat, but I reckon it's pretty cool. Alright, I'm grabbing it. Did you pay? I did just pay. But I didn't 2-pay. I 4-paid. 4 gold. Alright. So what did we spend? 9 and 4. 13 gold. We're down to 10. Okay. That'll do. That'll do. Alright. We've made our purchases. Okay. This is good. This is good. This book has reacted to our purchases. Alright. If you sorry, Owen. If you're worried about voodoo, you should go and see Madame Galbo, says the talismonger, and tells you how to find her cottage in Mandrake's Lane. If in the future you are given a chance to visit Madame Galbo, you may do so. Wow. Thanks. Do you wish to look for more practical equipment around the markets? If so, turn to 351. Otherwise, you can continue your quest by turning to 111. Do we want general adventuring gear as well? Hopefully not as expensive, but we have just bought 2 trinkets with more than half our gold. I mean, there's no harm in looking, right? Right? Yeah, we need some rope. That's what I'm thinking. Rope, 1 gold. Straight up. We scour the various stalls, and soon we find a number of items which might be of use to us on our quest. We may buy any of the things on the list, as long as you have enough money. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we currently have 1 provisions, a bottle of rum. Rope, I feel, is just bog standard adventuring gear. A flask of grog. 1 rope, 1 grog. One grog. What do grog do? Okay. Increases the stamina by 4. Extra provisions. Okay, hang on. So the grog increases our stamina by 4, but provisions restore stamina by 4. Okay. Remember, guys, we've only got 10. Poison antidote. That's a smart thing to do. Alright. Okay. I would pick up some grog if we didn't already have the rum. I think we can save a little bit of cash there. Maybe the rope and the antidote. And maybe 1 provision. Because we don't have any provisions. We're going to have to restore some of that stamina soon. Maybe 2 of those. I mean, if we don't spend the money, what good is gold if we run out of health, right? Coin in the pocket isn't as good as stamina on the sheet. All right, let's get 2 of those, I think. Let's grab a rope. And yeah. Doria, I think you're right. Okay. 3 doses for 4 gold. What a bargain. All right, I think antidote is definitely going to come up. I mean, why would it be there if we weren't having the chance to get poisoned, right? The cutlass. We have a sword. All right. Snyder Nix, thank you so much for the sub. Really, really appreciate that. For 3 months, my dude. Alrighty, we journey forth. As we leave the markets, we note that 1 hour has passed. Oh, it took a whole shopping session. As you're walking along Trader Street, you cannot help but notice a roguish figure standing in the corner of Lobster Alley. The man is gaunt and scrawny, in his later years, with several days' growth of stubble. He also has an eye patch, a wooden stump for a leg beneath his right knee, and wears a long coat and tricorn hat. A monkey, with its own tiny waistcoat, is scampering around the man's shoulders. As you walk past the pirate, you make eye contact with his one good eye, and he beckons you with a glance before turning and hobbling away up the alley. Okay, guys, do we follow the old man? The parrot has a monkey. The pirate has a monkey. The monkey is the parrot. It'd be kind of cool if the pirate had a monkey and the monkey had a parrot. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, do we follow... I see this... All it does would visually describe him. Parrot has a monkey on its shoulder. Parrot has a monkey on its shoulder. The man's shoulders. All right. Monkey Jack. All right. Well, if we've named the monkey, we kind of have to go down the alley now, don't we? All right. Despite having a wooden leg, the older rogue moves quite quickly and disappears around a corner before you can catch up with him. As you're about to round the corner yourself, you suddenly start to have misgivings about your latest course of action. Why is it giving us a choice to go back on our... Are you about to enter a part of the city that's beyond our level? And have we wandered beyond our means, chat? I don't know. Or overthinking? I'm game master thinking. That's the problem. Continue on. All right. That's why I have you guys here, because I would have choice paralysis if I was just doing this by myself. All right. You turn the corner and find the old man standing in front of you. Ooh. Okay. That's definitely sort of Cockney broken something or other. All right. All right.
So nice of you to join us, laughs the pirate.
As they say, is old Crimmins always gets his man. There's a sudden swishing sound, and you receive a sharp blow to the back of your head. Instantly, you lose consciousness. But have we pissed anyone off? Have we? You come to, tied to a stone altar. Oh my goodness. Tied to a stone altar before a hideous, bonely likeness of the voodoo death god, Quezcari. You only just have time to take in the fact that you are in a large underground chamber packed with pirates and devotees, before a black-robed priest plunges his sacrificial knife into your heart. Your very blood shall be used to help bring your enemy back to life. So much for the protection amulet. And that's fighting fantasy for you. Yeah, maybe we should have kept up some bookmarks, hey. Yeah, if we had some of these bookmarks. All right. I think that might just be the end. It is. Tolls of the dead ring out. Oh, goodness. Once more again. I mean, we've kept it to a pretty neat and tidy 40-odd minutes, but I can't surrender there. I can't surrender there. If you're with me, chat, we're going straight back in. We're going straight back in. We didn't do too much. All right, stamina's 19, not bad. I'm gonna roll our starting skill. Yeah, not quite as good as before. 9 is not bad. Our luck was 10 before. An 8, not as good. And our gold can't be as good as before. Alrighty, 16 gold. We're not going to be able to buy as many trinkets, guys. Okay. We get some gear. We did the thing. Onward to adventure. Alrighty. 10 years ago, etc., etc. Revenge. Cinnabar. So we enter the inn. He died. Jolly Roger. Poor Dreg. Alright. We're going to have to fight the pirates. Alright. We don't need to know how combat works. Alright. Let's not try and escape, because that unfortunately didn't work. Yeah, that charm didn't work for Diddley Squad. I mean, we were warned that it was, claimed. Bookmark after the pirates fight. Good shout, Daria. Good shout. Alright. How will you deal with the ruffians? We will charge them. Charge them? Hoju wants us to charge them. We are... they were not expecting this reaction from you. And you are able to wound one of the rogues before they even know what's going on. That's the strat. Okay. Alright. We fight. Good rolls. Good rolls. Alright. Oh, that's a draw. That looks pretty good. Alright. Do we roll our luck? Do we roll our luck? We could, if we roll under an 8 on 2d6, we're gonna hit him for that 1 point. We potentially won't suffer anything. Yeah, luck is much lower than last time. That's gonna be spicy. Oh, by 1. By 1. Alright. Pirate the second. Only has 4 stamina. We just need 2 good hits. It's another draw. Ooh, that's going to be a win. Very good. 1 more good hit. Oh. There we go. Solid. Solid. Well done. Okay. They were not expecting that. Okay, but this time, the half-ogre steps forward to fight us. Will we face him? Yes. Absolutely. We're not backing down. We are not backing down. Okay. Alright, this is good. This is good. That doesn't look promising. Alright. I'm gonna take a stab. That's okay. I'm gonna take another stab. This is not ideal. This is good. Alright. We could just use the luck and do 1 point. I've got faith. I've got faith. Oh. Yes. Defeated. Alright. We charge onwards. Alright. Okay. Dreg dies. Tells us about that Cinnabar is coming back. Alright. So, we are going to bookmark here at... Okay. Has been saved to reload the position. Just tap the bookmark button at the bottom menu of the screen. Okay. So, chat. Page 238, we need to remember, is right after the pirate fight. Okay. Do we want to equip ourselves? That just felt like a complete waste of time before. We could quickly run to the markets, grab the stuff we need. Maybe like 1 trinket, some rope and some provisions. Oh, we didn't get the rum. Did we get the rum? We did get the rum. I just skipped through that part. Alright. I don't know where it says we have the rum. Where's the rum? Where's our equipment? Oh, hang on a minute. Well, hey, look at this, guys. Alrighty. So, we have a backpack tinderbox. Ah, consumables. Bottle of rum. Wonderful. We have a sword and 15 gold pieces. How cool. Alright. Just tuck that away. Very helpful. Okay. Oh. So, what are we thinking? Run through the markets real quick, or we could just deviate from here. We can just start going all over. We can go to the tab Buccaneers, Authorities, Direct Approach. What are the choices? Do the equip, Antidote, Voodoo, Grog, Provision, Rope. I'm going to trust you that adds up to 15 dough, because we are going to spend all the monies. All right, let's go get Anti-Voodoo. To be fair, anti-voodoo doesn't mean a dark priest can't just stab us. Can't just stab us. Alright. We'll get the anti-voodoo. GM, OMG, there is no hatch. I'm sorry. We're going to leave that armband. It was cool, but we're going to get some practical equipment. We are going to get 1 ropes. 1 antidotes. We'll get a grog. Oh no. We need to get the provisions. Oh well, we're just gonna be drunks. We're just gonna be drunk. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I think we have like actual 0 money now. Yeah, okay. We've spent our coin. That's okay. What's knowledge? Hang on. What? Oh, we have a map now as well, guys. Okay, so the Jolly Rogues are in, and we went to the Scarred Rogues? Scared Rogues? The Scarred Rogues. Markets, Bazaar. Temple of Vina. Is that a potential route we could have taken? Ooh, okay. Okay. Alright. After the hour, follow the man? Nah. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna set us up with another bookmark, because that's just the smart thing to do. What's knowledge? Aha. M. Galbo's cottage in the markets. Worried about voodoo? Visit Mount Galbo. An hour has passed. Alright. So we know some things. Okay. So, we're going to go a different way. We're going to ignore this curious pirate and his monkey jack. Ignoring the pirate, we leave the markets to the Port of Crabs. You're definitely drawing attention to yourself, though, which may have detrimental effects later on. How are we meant to avoid that? I'm overthinking. Alright, choosing a location you haven't already visited. Where do you want to go now in your search for information? 1 hour have passed since your search began. The taverns of the city, the notorious gambling pits. We have nothing to wager, so that's not really an option. Go to the Temple Quarter, or see Governor Montago himself. If we're done, we could just start looking for the base. What do we want to do? Where do we go? Temple? 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 The Temple Quarter? I think that's where we're going. All right. With the threat of a voodoo cult springing up in the city, you decide you have a valid reason for going right to the top and getting the help of the Overpriest himself. The Overpriest holds court within the most magnificent temple in the city, the Grand Temple of Vinar. Entering the pillared marble hall leading into the temple, you join a queue of hopeful petitioners who would seek an audience with His Excellency, the Primate of the God of Pride. Yep. At last, it is you who stands before the pulpit, next to the doors leading to the Overpriest's inner sanctum. A pasty-looking priest stares down at you with a barely suppressed contempt. All right. Someone give me a voice while I change the tone of our soundtrack. Forbidden Garden, the Forbidden Book. Let's go with the Forbidden Book. That sounds like a temple music. Christopher Walken. My walking is not as good as it used to be, you know. So, where do we go from here? I'm sorry, but His Excellency is otherwise engaged in the ritual of the 6th hour at this time, says the underling. He will not be able to see you now. Come back again tomorrow. 2 armed priests wearing ceremonial armor cross their halberds in front of you. You plead with the cleric, but nothing will change his mind, not even the mention of voodoo. There is no way you will be granted access to the Overpriest. That was kind of... That walking impersonation was kind of wasted. I thought that was the Overpriest. Not gonna lie. As you're turning to leave, the priest calls out in a patronizing tone. Wouldn't you like to... Wouldn't you care to, make an offering to Vina? If you choose to toss some gold pieces into the treasury at the foot of the pulpit, we can't do that. We ain't got no gold. We just show empty pockets. We spend it on grog. We spent it on grog. With our heads hanging low. Leaving the Grand Temple, you prepare to go on your way. During the day, the street of Hollies is packed with beggars, supplicants, and worshippers. As you descend the temple steps, you hear 2 voices raised above the noise of the bustling crowds. One is shouting, "Words of wisdom! Words of wisdom!" While the second is calling, "Let the Master of Destiny guide you on life's journey." Looking around, you see 3 men sitting cross-legged beside the road. Each is dressed differently, in the manner of certain religious groups, but in front of each of them is a small offering pot. The closest of the men, with long hair and an even longer beard, smiles at you and says, 2 gold pieces is all we ask, and then we will reveal to you the mysteries of the cosmos and what fate has in store for you. Ad break incoming. Hold your pants, everyone. We can't make a donation. We can't make a donation. All right. For those of you who unfortunately experienced an advert in this time, I do apologize. For those of you who aren't, how are we? Try anyway. Great idea, Doria. Yeah. That's what I thought. I was like, it's not blacked out. Alright, unfortunately, there is an ad break in progress. You might be able to see me. It might be just one of those, little side ads here. Probably left with, what is it? One of these. If it is, hey, this is nice and awkward. We're just going to hang out. Let's listen to a nice tune for another 5 seconds. It would stop right there. Perfect timing. Alrighty. Hello, everyone. We're back. So, we pause while we let the outbreak run, but while we decide which of these wise men to consult. The long-haired man is wearing a loose-fitting orange robe and is seated on the board of a long iron nails, with apparently no discomfort. The second seer, the self-proclaimed master of destiny, is bald and wears a grey robe covered with mystic symbols. You now also notice that he is blind. The last figure is swathed from head to toe in festering rags, and in front of him sits a deck of cards. He says nothing. The only way you're going to get anything out of these characters is if you make them an offering of 2 gold pieces, assuming you have it. Yeah, you assume wrong, book. Alternatively, you can leave the temple quarter. 1 hour will have passed. Look elsewhere for information. We've kind of set our destiny here. Just wait until someone else gives them to it. Just listen in. 100% Hoju. 100%. Just be a scout for the destiny man, and just be like, hey, have you heard my master? He can't see with his eyes, but he can see into your future and into the greater destiny of the cosmos. You should donate 2 gold, and I'll just be around listening in. All right. Unfortunately, we don't have too many choices, which is okay. Not a lot of choices is not a problem. Alrighty. So we can go see the governor. He better not ask for a political donation, otherwise we are a little bit tied. Taverns and inns. Gambling pits. We don't have anything to ante. Or we could just run the direct route and just look for the secret base. I mean, we just start kicking down doors, right? What are we thinking? Governor, taverns. Those are my 2 choices. Direct route. Let's not beat around the bush, eh? Let's just... Alright, well, it's night time now. Alright. Night has already fallen by the time you start to look for the pirates' hidden base. At least that should make your activities more covert and less conspicuous. If you want to go and visit Madame Galbo in Mandrake's Lane, now is the time to do so. If not, where will you look first for the pirates? We've been given the opportunity to go see the lady who can teach us about the voodoo. Information is power. Pretty good idea. We go check out the docks. There's a ruined lighthouse. In the taverns and inns. It's just giving us the same options again. In the sewers beneath. At the cemetery outside the city walls. Or in the temple quarter. We did that. Are there any other options? No. Okay. So, I mean, we've been given an opportunity to go visit Madame Galbo. And if we bring up our little sheet. Worried about voodoo? Visit Madame Galbo. It's what my character sheet says. Alright. So, let's go visit the witch doctor. Oh, that artwork is gorgeous. Wow. This is such a certain charm about this old school sort of ink drawing. It's absolutely my favorite kind of sort of drawing and stuff. Anything that's just simple blackline artwork. Did we miss the lady who may help? We got killed last time. Yeah, we didn't even get a chance to go visit Madame Galbo. We heard of her, and then the book just said, if you get an opportunity, you can go and see her. I'm like, sure, no worries. All right, we go to her cottage. Madame Galbo's cottage is an unassuming building in the quiet Mandrake's Lane. Although somewhat disturbing is the votive totem made from a dead bird's carcass nailed to the door. You knock on the door 3 times and hear a croaky enter, push open the door. I'm just gonna do my croaky old lady witch voice, unless chat wants to shoot through a suggestion. And please don't say female Christopher Walken. I can't. Old lady voice. No. Alright. Let's jump in. Enter. You push open the door. Olga from Dark Crystal. Damn, I wish I like female Walken. You got me thinking now. You immediately find yourself in an herbalist's paradise. Bunches of herbs hang from the low rafters of the room, which is filled with a profusion of potted plants. The greenery and humidity of the chamber make you feel like you're in the depths of a tropical rainforest. Sitting behind a cluttered table is a dark-skinned old woman with a crumpled face and thick, curly black hair. Madame Galbo. The wise woman is busy preparing a concoction in the pestilent mortar. As you enter the room, there is a great squawking and flapping at your feet, as a large black cockerel hops out of your way. Don't mind, Rabab, says Madame Galbo of her familiar. Now, what can I do for you? I'm gonna try. I'm doing old lady Morgan Freeman. His like pacing and cadence. You sense that you can trust this woman, so you tell her of your search for the pirates of the Black Skull. The followers of the Dark One have many guises and set many traps to ensnare the unwary. If you are to confront them, you will need my help, for I have an understanding of the ways of voodoo and can do something to counteract it. But assistance comes at a price. 4 gold pieces. Goddamn. Should we just pick up whatever concoction she's brewing and just go to sleep and start again? Because it seems like we can't do anything without cash now. This is rubbish. This is rubbish. If you can afford this amount, we can't. Bookmark and return. Good shout. Good shout. Alright. I think this is what we're gonna need to want to do. Bookmark return. We could just go back to like... Alright, we're gonna go back. Alright, we're gonna go back. Thanks, stranger. We do the pirate thing. Alright, we haven't spent our money yet. Alright. Let's try some... How do I even bring this up? So we should have... Alright, we have our 15 coin. Alright, let's get like 1 or 2 things from the market, yeah? Evening, OMGM. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to chatting next week on whatever topic we're talking about. Miss you already. Alright. So, we're going to go buy some equipment. We're going to go practical. We're going to get a gold. We're going to buy some rope. We're going to buy some provisions. I'm going to get an antidote. I don't think we need the talisman or anything like that, right? We have 9 coins, and I think that's what's going to hold us back. Is I think that thing is like a bit pricey. We were very we were loaded in a previous life, unfortunately. Night there. Alright. Alright. We're gonna leave the markets. We're not gonna follow this man, because that just didn't go well. Like, that was just railroaded into certain death. Okay. So, we can go to the Temple Quarter. That seemed quite interesting, and does let me do High Priest Christopher Walken. We can't quite go see the Witch Doctor. Hasn't popped up yet. That happens as we skulk into the evening. Was the Ivy only 4 gold? Yeah, but like, if we wanted him from like, it was like a 2 gold donation at the temple. The Seers wanted 2 gold. She wanted like 4 or something. It's like everybody wants money for information in this blasted town. Try over the fridge with the freebooters. Alright, we go to the Temple Quarter, see how we get there. Alright, I'm going to set up a new bookmark. Alright, so what's this one? 334? Yeah, okay. Just the rope and anti-voodoo thing, that's it. No, I grabbed a provision. I grabbed the poison antidote and the rope. We don't have the trinket. I think we might need as much gold as possible. We could just immediately go to the gambling pits. And try to... I'd be cheesing it though. We'd kind of be safe coming if we go there and bet like 5 gold and lose it. Alright. Temple Quarter. Alrighty. Threat of the voodoo cult. I'm sorry, but His Excellency is otherwise engaged in the ritual of the 6th hour at this time. Come back again tomorrow. Alright. He does want us to toss some gold pieces into the treasury. We could get away with just 1 gold, see what happens. What do we think? We've got 9? I am a gambling man. We could... Yeah, screw these guys, right? We just waited in line for him to tell us that we... Okay. You don't feel any different. It appears that fine arts blessing has not been conferred to you this time. Okay. What a waste. Alrighty. However, we have the Master of Destiny. We have the Seers here. Do we want to make a donation to one of the Wise Men, perchance? Or we could go look elsewhere and we can just go gambling. We just try and make some money. We're gonna try and make some cash. What are you thinking? Check out the freeloaders. Sammy, you wanted us to check these guys out. Alright. So, what are we thinking? The bearded guru? The sightless seer? Or the speechless fortune teller with the deck of cards? I'm a sucker for a deck of cards myself. They're not beggars. Like, are they just beggars though? Like the sightless seer, he's got grey robes with arcane symbols on it. The bearded guru's sitting on a bed of nails. He's dressed like a monk. I don't know. The speechless fortune teller could just be a bum with a deck of cards. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Alright. Sammy's gonna go do the bins. Sammy's gonna go take out the trash. The seer, but may. The seer may, but can't. Are random. Are they, though? Are they not interwoven into the destiny of fate? And that fate locks in your fortune and the seer? Okay. Taking out the trash. Alright, sightless seer. I got a good vibe about the sightless seer. The clink of coins in his pot. I don't know how much I gave him. Oh, 2 gold. Okay. The clink of coins in his pot makes the blind man turn his head in your direction.
Welcome, fellow traveler, on life's highway, he says in cheerful greeting. Give me your hand and I will tell you what awaits within that unknown isle, the future.
Somewhat uncertainly, you stretch out your hand to the seer, who after groping the air, clasps it in a vice-like grip.
Ah, a brave soul that fights for truth and justice. May Sheila smile upon your endeavors. Let luck and chance guide you on your path. Farewell.
Is that all you got for 2 gold pieces? The Master of Destiny releases your hand and says no more. Alright. Alright. Sammy's going to be disappointed when he gets back. Definitely free minutes. Alright. Let's look elsewhere. We have got a wee tiny morsel of cash left. We've got 6 GP. If we double down on one good blackjack hand, truth, justice, and the Immaculate Superman. I saw him as like a, surfer dude kind of guy. Some sort of hippie surfer kind of guy. Alright guys, what do we think? Do we just keep looking, adventuring, or do we... I mean, the gambling pits is a 2-point stop. We can try and get some money, and we can get information in the same place. I think that might be... I think that's where we go. I'm itching for a gamble anyway. I'm itching for a gamble. 1 lucky roll of the dice. Alright. The gambling pits lie within the area of the city known as the Claws, the poorest and most dangerous part of the port. The pits themselves are housed in vast stone buildings with a large iron iron-studded oak door. This entrance is flanked by 2 troll guards. As you walk past them and through the door, they give you a cursory glance, not a curiosity glance, cursory glance, and one says roughly, "Remember, no fighting." Inside, the gambling pits lie under a thick cloud of pipeweed smoke, and are packed with the unsavory and roguish clientele you would expect. Mingling with the crowds, you check out the different games that are on offer. After a brief look around, you discover 3 that interest you. Hells yeah. Alright. We can play the Arrow of Providence. We can play Calabria's Calculator. Or we may wish to learn about the amazing Armano. That sounds like a magician. What we thinking? What do we think? I mean, the Arrow of Providence, like, they all don't sound like very fun games, to be perfectly honest. Calculator? Calabria's Calculator? Sounds like something that needs a bit of strategy. Alright. So, Calabria's Calculator is a large mechanical contraption made up of countless cogs, levers, and crankshafts. The main feature of the machine, however, is a large panel with 5 windows in it. I wonder where this is going. Behind which are 5 drums with numbers embossed on them. Standing next to the calculating device is its operator, a wizardly-looking man, who you assume is Calabria's. What does Calabria sound like? Just like a showman? He could just be a showman. Like a snake oil salesman? Or a ringleader? Alright, we'll go ringleader. Step up, step up. Who will accept the challenge of Calabria's Calculator? Only 2 gold pieces and you could win 10. The man calls out. You imagine that this kind of challenge involves solving some kind of puzzle generated by the machine. Okay, so it's not just a slot machine. We have the gold, and we want to accept. If you're not already done, we can examine the Arrow of Providence. We could go check out the other ones. Want to check out the other ones? I can't, like, for 2 gold pieces, and we could win 10? That just sounds like easy money to me. And I got chat. You guys can help me with the puzzle. You can help. We'll check out the Arrow. Oh, let's see what the Arrow. The Arrow of Providence is a popular game of chance in the gambling pits. It's made up of a large circular board divided into 12 sections, each painted with a legend. An arrow-like pointer has been attached to the center of the board so that it can be spun. To play the game will cost 2 gold pieces, but you will be playing for a potential jackpot of 10 gold pieces. I'm seeing a recurring theme here. If you do not want to have a go, you may leave the Arrow of Providence. Oh no. I wanted to go back to the calc. It didn't let us do that. It's guided us. As you leave the game, you catch a whiff of an interesting conversation. You must test your luck to figure out whether you can clearly hear what is being said. Well, we're going to do that. We've rolled under our luck. We are indeed lucky. All right, we're getting that information. I do want to play a game, though. As you elbow your way through the bustling crowds, above the hubbub, you hear a gruff voice say in a harsh whisper. Above the...
The Virago sails for Bourne Island at midnight.
Looking around, you see 2 knavish-looking characters part company and go their separate ways among the throng. You will not be able to follow them now. The Virago was the name of Cinnabar's ship, and what was all that about an island? This careless talk could be an important clue. Alright. We're gonna do Calabria's Calculator. We're gonna check this out. Alright. You have the gold pieces, and I want to accept the challenge. Ah, contestants! Calabrius exclaims. Come forward, don't be shy. Now, where's your money? You hand the man your 2 gold pieces. Calabrius moves to the side of the huge calculating device and pulls a lever. There is a lot of noisy clanking and the number drums spin around at great speed. Gradually, one by one, they come to a stop behind their windows, the last one revealing itself to be blank, so that the panel looks like this. 1, 9, 25, 57, blank. The calculator has devised its cunning conundrum. This machine can baffle even the greatest minds of Rattlestone. Can we work out the next number in the sequence? Chat, not gonna lie. Might need a hand. Alright. So the difference between the first two is 8. Hello, Sammy. We're in the gambling pits. We've overheard some chatter that the Virago is leaving tonight. What did we gather? Not gonna lie, wasn't really listening. The Virago sails for Bone Island at midnight. So we do need to hurry our way through the puzzle. We have wagered 2 gold pieces. Alright. Add them. 1 plus 8 plus 16 plus 32. 64. 1 plus 8 is 9. So the difference there is 9. And then the difference between 9 and 25 is 16. So is it adding 8 once and then 8 twice? 25 plus 16? Is that 50? No, it wouldn't be. What's. No. Okay. So 9 plus 16 is 25. What's 25 plus 24? That's not 57. 9 plus 16 is 25. $25 plus 32. Is it 32? Oh, so we're doubling. Okay, so each one that we add doubles. It's not just additions of 8. 121. Alright, I'm assuming because it's a choose your own adventure. Well done, chat. Well done. I was getting there, you were just quicker than me. That's all that happened there. Can you work out what the next number in the sequence should be? I think we can. Okay, 1, 2, 1. I'd like to see this work in a book. It would have to be multiple choice. Math. Love a bit of math. Excellent. Thank you, chat. Well done. Okay, we solved the puzzle. We got some more gold. That is correct. Congratulations, sends Calabrese with a forced smile. He reluctantly hands you a bag containing 10 gold pieces. You also gain 1 luck point. Yeah. Where would you like to go next? We could play another game. I'm not really too keen to push out love. We could visit the Amazing Armano, which I think might be a show. Because it doesn't say it's a game. Or we could leave the pits and continue to see where see if we can get aboard the Virago before too late. Is it going to clock an hour if we don't leave immediately? Yes. Gains, losses, numbers, maths, business, numbers, maths. Alright. I reckon we could go and visit the Amazing Armano. That might give us more info, but we've already got our info. We've got some money. We got what we came for. We have money. We have info. We got that $. Okay. 2 hours have passed. It better not be midnight. Okay. As you emerge from the gambling house, you note that 2 hours have passed since you entered. Pushing through the bustling hordes of gamblers, you suddenly feel something's pushed into your hand. Quickly looking about you, you see an old woman hurrying away, but soon she is lost in the crowds. You have been given a sealed envelope. You wait until you are outside before breaking the wax seal and opening the envelope. Inside are a letter and an iron key. The letter reads as follows. If you are determined to defeat the pirates of the Black Skull, go to room 101 at the Silent Donkey. Signed, a friend. Okay. An old woman. A friend. Mysterious. Alrighty, we've got a clue. We're on the quest. You presume that the key must be the one to the room in the inn. To follow up on this contact now, go to 101, or we could ignore the letter. I don't think we can ignore this letter. We've got a direct path now. I mean, they say they're a friend. I followed the old guy down an alleyway and ended up being a sacrifice. So what could possibly go wrong going into a strange tavern room? The inn, the silent donkey. I'll be the silent donkey. Am I overthinking again? I probably am. Bookmark. Great shout. Great shout. 207. All right. Let's follow up. See what's going. All right. The Silent Donkey is situated on a dingy back street within the claws. Several suspicious characters watch you enter the inn, but none try to stop you. Creeping up the creaky wooden staircase, you come to the first room on the first floor, room 101. The key turns in the lock, and opening the door, you step into a room furnished only with a table and a chair. But what you see there sends an icy chill down your spine. On the table rests a human skull, painted black and decorated with a headdress of brightly colored bird's feathers. The Black Skull. This is a bad omen. There is nobody here, so this must have all been set up by Cinnabar's cronies to delay you. The skull fills you with foreboding, but it still intrigues you. If you want to take it with you, turn to 244. If not, turn to 55. I mean, this is wild that they even know who I am and that I'm meddling in their affairs. They've already sacrificed me. Now they're just delaying me with wild goose chases. I may as well just do the thing, right? Let's take the skull. All right. Yeah, of course. Picking up the skull, you are suddenly filled with an almost overpowering sense of fear and paranoia. You have suffered a terrible curse and lose 2 luck points and 1 skill point. Involuntarily, you drop the skull, smashing it on the floor. Oh well, do the thing. You've wasted enough time here already, so you prepare to leave the Silent Donkey. Oh, that's not good. Alright. Your luck has run out. You needed a luck score of 6 or below, and we rolled a 9. Okay. No, all good, Snyder. All good. This is everyone's adventure. And I'd rather do the thing than not. Alright. You step through the door, and all too late, notice a movement in the shadows either side of you. A heavy kosh hits you across the back of your head, and you lose consciousness immediately. Oh no. We've been sacrificed again. We've been sacrificed again. Oh, boy. Alrighty. Well, we can go back to, I think it was 207. Okay. So we're back to, we're gonna run back here. I might go for another like half hour or so. I'm not gonna lie. My voice is starting to get a little hoarse. These damn cultists! Just so insistent on murdering me. Maybe the reason they're sacrificing me. Night, Doria. Thanks so much, guys. Take it easy. Alright. Night. Alright. So, we're to ignore the letter. Bugger that. I wasn't overthinking it, see? I wasn't overthinking it. Alright. Choosing a location we haven't already. The taverns and inns. Go see the governor. Or just start looking for these pirates. I think we just start looking for the pirates and we head to the docks. Don't know whether it's relevant in this current bookmark, whatever we know. Virago sails for Bone Island at midnight. We need to just get to the docks. We're going to get to the docks. Alright. The sewers, the cemetery, the taverns and inns, the ruined lighthouse. Around the docks. We're going to the docks. Making an executive decision to expedite this session. Alright. The docks are quiet at this time of night. You decide that if the pirates' hideout was located around the docks, the entrance would have to be in the harbour wall somewhere. Descending to the wooden jetties, you start your search. Thud. What was that? Thud. There it is again. You stand perfectly still, your ears straining to pick up any sound. Then you hear the rattling of a chain being dragged across wooden planks close by. Swoosh! A large anchor suddenly flies out of the dense mist in a sweeping arc towards you. God damn, that's not good. We get clocked by a freaking anchor. Crump! The heavy iron anchor hits you in the side, the force of the blow knocking you to the floor. You lose 3 stamina points. Do you still live? Yes, we do. Looking into the fog, you make out a shadowy figure advancing towards you. Desperately, you try to unsheath your weapon. Oof, this guy looks like a brute. Alright. The swathes of mist part, and a tall, barrel-chested man built like an ox, and with muscles like a ship's cable, stands before you. In his hands he holds a heavy iron chain on the end of which swings the anchor. What does the anchor man sound like? What does the anchor man sound like? Should I just do an anchor man? Good evening, everyone. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the Anchorman, growls the pirate assassin. That doesn't work. Grunty?
Stranger, let me introduce myself. I'm the Anchorman, and now it's time to die.
As the thug prepares to use the anchor against you like a morning star, you spot the black skull tattooed on the back of his right hand. Alright, time to fight. If you win 2 consecutive attack rounds against the Anchorman, return immediately. If we defeat him, if he lands 3 hits on you, if he defeats you. Okay. Alright. We've only got 12 stamina. Okay. We are going to need to use some of our provisions when this is all done. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. Alright, this is good. Maximum force right out of the gate. Okay. We don't have a lot of luck. We got 7 out of 8. That's not good. We may need to use a luck. Do it. Just. We take 1 less damage. Alright. We really need to try and hold on to our hit points here. Yes! Alright. That's not... Oh! We're doing alright. We need 2 more hits. Combat has lasted long enough. Okay. We did extremely... I got worried there. Alright. We won 2 consecutive attack rounds against the Anchorman. We continue. Under your relentless onslaught, the pirate stumbles backwards, getting his feet caught up in the heavy chain, and falls onto the hard wooden planks, dropping the anchor. Quickly, seizing the opportunity, you give the anchor a shove, pushing it off the jetty and into the water. The anchor sinks rapidly, pulling the Anchorman into the harbour. Unable to free himself from the tangled chain, the panicking pirate disappears from view under the dark waters, never to resurface. One thing's for sure. This man will be missed, and you wonder if it will draw more attention in your direction. You continue your search for secret entrances a while longer, but find none, so you give up looking there. 1 hour has passed. Okay, we're going to do some combat. What are we thinking, guys? The ruined lighthouse, taverns and inns, down into the sewers. A little bit metagamey, but we definitely felt like we were in an underground place when we were getting sacrificed, even though we've jumped back. It's all in the spirit of the fighting fantasy, let's be honest. So, lighthouse? Alright. The least underground thing. No, we're not doing the metagame thing. I was going to say, we'll check out sewers. Alright. Well, we're by the docks. We just like go up a staircase and off to the lighthouse, leaving the city unnoticed by Kakabad Gate. You make your way through the darkness to Malon's Point. The moon shines down from a cloudless sky, illuminating the crumbling tower that was once the port lighthouse in more prosperous and peaceful times. But the moon is not the only light visible. Close to the edge of the cliff, beyond the ruin, you can see a flickering light. If we want to investigate, or we could just approach the lighthouse. What do we think? Straight into the lighthouse. The light seems like a clue. Like, why would there be... Yeah, the light seems like more of a clue than just the ruined lighthouse. I mean, there could be stuff in there, but let's go check out that light. Creeping cautiously towards the cliff edge, you see that the light is actually that from a lantern, held by a woman who's looking out to sea with her two companions, a man and a pug-faced man-orc. Following the direction of their gazes, you make out a stout ship sailing towards the treacherous, jagged rocks, which line the stretch of coast. The light is guiding the ship to its doom. These three must be wreckers, felons who deliberately cause shipwrecks for their own gain, scavenging the booty washed up from the sunken vessels. You must stop them, or another ship will fall prey to their cruel intentions. Fortunately, they are still unaware of your presence here. Running at the nearest scoundrel, sword drawn, you wound him before he has a chance to defend himself. You will have to fight the wreckers all together. Which finally comes in at 6. Fun fact. My family heritage back from, I think they're Cornish on my dad's side. They were wreckers. So, yeah, fun fact. Apparently my ancestors were scum. So, fun fact. Alrighty. Oh, we didn't use our food. We didn't use the provisions or the rum. That's okay. We can take these guys. We're gonna watch us. We're gonna deck the floor with these guys. It's gonna be easy, quick, clean kills. Gonna be fine. Look at that. Not even worried. Okay, we took a wound. I'm gonna roll luck. No, it's not good. Hang on. Can I just keep rolling? Is that what just happened there? Did you guys? I just kept clicking, and it just kept changing the rolls on the dice. Okay, I don't know what just happened there, but we managed to... I completely accidentally kept clicking. And it just kept rolling the dice. Alright, let's finish this guy. Alright. Second wrecker. The second reckoning. That's not good. Alright, I'm going to use the luck. Oh no! Oh, man. I should have just stopped after the first. Okay, we took more damage. That's good. That's good. Alright, this guy's a lot tougher. This is good. This is good. Oh, we are wiping the floor with this. Easy. Easy. Third wrecker. Alright. 7 stamina, 8 skill. Alright. We found the cheats. We found the cheats for this game, guys. Alright. We're just gonna keep walloping. Keep walloping. Yep. Easy, easy. Alright. Okay. My luck is only 4 now. So, reroll cheats aside, not great. We got this. We don't need reroll cheats. We don't need it. Alright. We defeated the wreckers. The light is snuffed out, and the vessel the wreckers were luring onto the rocks turns away just in time, heading back out towards the open sea. You're not sure why, but you have a strange gut feeling that rescuing that ship was very important. Searching the wreckers' bodies, you find a total of 5 gold pieces and a skeleton key. You are considering what to do next. From your vantage point, high on the promontory, you spot a sizable cave entrance on the shoreline, where the cliff base meets the sea. Could this be the location of the pirates' hideout? Yes. We just got some bank. We just got a skeleton key, and while I'm here, we're going to use our provisions. We're going to drink our bottle of rum. We're going to bring our stamina all the way back up to 15, and we are going to crawl down into that cave. Anchorman may be suspicious placed on me. Why? Was anyone else? What? I mean, they're already, like, actively out to get us. I don't understand. All right. We're going to climb down. We're going to climb down. Okay. In the darkness, and with the rocks constantly splashed by sea spray, your descent is somewhat dangerous. If you have rope, you may safely use it to safely climb to the bottom of the cliff. Otherwise, you have to test your skill 3 times. Nah, we spent that 1 gold, because we know what we're doing. We gamers. Reaching the edge of the cave, you can now see that a narrow ledge just a few meters above the crashing waves leads into the gloomy depths beyond. Do you want to continue into the cave, or would you rather give up on this course of action? And yeah, nah, we're good. We're good. Now, did that consume my rope? That's the only thing I need to know. It did not. Thank you. Watching your footing, you inch into the shadows. The water inside the cave suddenly begins to churn, and 2 slimy, sucker-lined tentacles burst from the sea and reach for you. Tell me that makes sense. Sucker-lined tentacles burst from the sea and reach for you. Quickly drawing your sword, you prepare to defend yourself. Alright. So, if we defeat the tentacles without them scoring 2 successful hits in a row, great. If the tentacles do score 2 successful hits, or we could be pulled into the water and drowned. Okay, 4 stamina. We just need 2 hits. It's not just an octopus, Sammy. It's a kraken. Alright. We're going to fight. We got this. Two blows. You hit the tentacles. We hit the tentacles again. Kapow. Easy. Easy. Triumph. We slash at these sucker-lined tentacles. Alrighty. Damn, that is frightening. The water inside the cave now begins to boil, and from the turmoil rises a hideous grey-green monstrosity. Reaching for you with sucker-lined tentacles, the giant octopus intends to pull you into its snapping, beaked mouth and devour you. Once again, you find yourself fighting for your life. How good is this picture? Like, I love this kind of art. Absolutely love it. That is absolutely frightening, and it's bursting from the frame. Okay, Sammy, you were right. Release the baby kraken, 100%. Okay, damn. Okay, this thing matches our skill, so this is just down to dice rolls, and it has 10 stamina. So we have to kill it. We only have 4 luck. We have plenty of stamina, but this is 50-50. Okay, this is 50-50, but we have 50% more hit points. We can't, yeah, okay. We can try our little reroll cheat, but I think only if we try and do more damage. I don't know. Alright. I believe in the dice. I believe in the dice. Yeah, we should not have believed in the dice. Okay. I think once we get under 10, don't we have something to increase our skill? I don't think I can use any of those things in combat. That's the problem. No, I don't think we do. Yeah, we've used our consumables. Nah, I can't click on any of these. Alright. That's good. That's good. Oh. That's not good. Alright. Okay, we need 3 more successes. We're doing fine. That's a draw. That's a draw. That is not a draw. Alright, if it hits us one more time, we're gonna have to try and do the... We're gonna have to try and use luck. This is getting rough. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, 2 critical successes in a row. Alright. Can we do 3? We cannot, but we can tie. And we can slay this baby giant octopus. Alright. Not gonna lie. Got a bit worried. Alright. The octopus sinks back under the waves, its foul blood staining the water purple. Confident that it will now be safe to explore the cave, you do just that. To your disappointment, find no other tunnels leading from it. The pirates' hideout obviously isn't here. Okay. Leaving the octopus's lair, you manage to ascend to the cliff top without coming to any further harm and consider your next course of action. Okay, we're here. Do we check out the lighthouse? I know we're wasting time, but I think it was worth it for that artwork. It was cool. And it was a good battle. Alright. You now search the lighthouse, or do we leave Melon's Point? I mean, we came all the way out here. Be even more wasted time if we didn't check out the lighthouse. Alright. The sturdy lighthouse door is locked, but using the skeleton key, you enter the crumbling tower. Inside, you find what was obviously the wrecker's den. Several empty crates have been arranged around a barrel, which acts as a table, and bedrolls lie in one corner. On the barrel are a candle, 2 dice, enough for provisions for 3 meals. That's 12 stamina points. Yes! And a partially burnt letter. Picking up the charred parchment, you can read what you read what you can. Has been changed. It is no longer Leviathan. It is now Crossbones. Destroy this letter at once. Okay, the font changes. Should you encounter the snooper, do what is necessary. We meet at the allotted time at. So I think Leviathan was Cinnabar's lieutenant's ship or something, but they've changed the name of the ship to Crossbones. Alright. The rest of the message no longer exists. This is a valuable clue and you gain a 1 luck point for your discovery. You take the items you think may be useful, and as you do so, you notice a trap door in another corner of the room. Nice.
I mean, we're not gonna not open the trap door, right?
It sounds like these wreckers were in cohorts with the, is it cohorts? No stone unturned, no trapdoor unlifted? I think so. Sliding back the bolts, you lift the trapdoor and see, cowering in a shallow pit, a frightened, half-starved cat. In fear and anger, it leaps out of the hole, biting you and raking into your flesh with its claws before escaping into the night. You lose 2 stamina. Are you serious? The wreckers must have kept the cat prisoner as part of some cruel torment or wager, no doubt. Alright. Well. Got a clue. Got a claw. What are we going to do? Alright. We haven't done the sewers. The cemetery site kind of seems interesting. You don't open the trapdoor because it might... Yeah, but like, you hide valuable things under a trapdoor, surely. All the other crates, like, they didn't have any other good loot there. Hey, we freed an innocent animal that would have been lost and forgotten otherwise. I'll take it. Alright, before I forget, we are going to eat some damn food. Alright, so what's our max? 19. Alright. That is absolutely perfect. So getting clawed didn't matter because we actually didn't waste anything. We're back all the way up. Oh, Platosh. Oh my. That's a throwback. Yes, I do. Trapdoor, because there's something down there. Very good. Alright. Alright, guys. I have a feeling because we were, like, again, like when we bookmarked, we know that when we were getting sacrificed, we glanced around the room and there was something about it that told us that we were underground. I would bet the rest of my gold that if we go to the sewers, we are going to find this hideout. What do we think? What do we think? Do we think we need more information? I don't think we've got a bunch of clues, right? We've got a bunch of clues. Oh yeah, we were doing the sewers right after the... I knew that. I just wanted to check with you guys. I want to check. The port sewers empty into the open sea through an outlet in the harbour wall. Didn't we check out the harbour wall earlier? Yeah, whatever. Your lantern lit, you enter the sewer. Following one foul-smelling channel after another, you wander through the labyrinthine sewers, finding no sign of a hidden base or nefarious goings-on. 1 hour passes. Trudging through the cold and damp, you slowly become aware of a sloshing sound behind you. Pausing, you turn to face whatever is following you. From out the shadows emerges an ugly, stooped humanoid creature with distended arms and carrying a crude club. Seeing you, the troll becomes excited. A human! Just what Gunk needs to fill his belly! Drooling saliva over his tusks, Gunk the sewer troll raises his club ready to smash your skull open. While you're fighting Gunk, you must reduce your attack strength by 1 point because of the effect of the nauseating stench of the sewers. That's rough. Time to fight! Okay. He's got a skill of 8. That's rough. Stamina's pretty high. Yeah, pretty good, boys. Pretty good, boys. Okay, that's a draw. This is fine. That's not amazing. That's disappointing. Right. We've got the stamina now. That's a draw. There we go. Ah, we get a stab in. Alright. Oof. What's that, our 4th or 5th draw right now? Oh, he bonks us with his club. That's... Oh. This is not going well. How? Why? Why all the draws? Oh, well, that's not a draw. Okay, we're getting walloped. I think I need a roll luck. Alright. I think I need a roll luck. We're gonna rig the dice. We're gonna rig this. Okay, that was a 5. That's a 3. There we go. We did it. That's gotta be a mechanic that we've like figured out. There's no way that's not meant to be a thing. That you can just juggle the friggin'... Oh god. There we go. We're going to keep juggling the luck dice. The problem is our luck goes down every time we use it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes. Alright, we need 2 more solid hits. That looks cocked, but that looks amazing. We're going to do it. Okay. 1 more hit. No, it's not going to do it. He's going to wallop us. 1 more hit. Still not going to do it. That'll do it. Alright. That was painful. That was painful. Alright. Good thing we healed, but we lost all of our stamina that we gained from those provisions. Alright. The troll possesses nothing that might help you in your quest. Leaving the body lying in the filthy water, you set about trying to find a way out of this stinking hole. We need to test our luck. We have like 3 luck. Can I reroll this? No, I can only click it a few times. Okay, I can only click it a couple of times. I thought you just keep going. I'm not unlucky. Okay. Alright, guys. We might be running out of resources here. A sewer snake? We're supposed to go into a fight with 7 stamina. Okay. Even though we're still in the sewers, we don't get a penalty to our skill this time. We cannot rely on our luck. Unless I roll snake eyes, which is... Poof. Alright. Got the same amount of stamina, but we have 3 more skill. Doesn't matter when we get... Oof. Okay, this is good. This is good. We can swing back. We can definitely swing back. We're doing it. That's a win. That's a win. Let's go. We didn't take a single point. We didn't take a single point of damage. How good? How good? Oh, not yet lost. Not yet lost. Okay, 2 more hours passed. Was that it? Do we need more info? Like, what's the go? We went to the... I can't remember if we've been to the Temple Quarter in this run. In this bookmark. Alright, well we may as well push on. What are we feeling? Cemetery, temple, taverns, and inns. Like, what happens when we exhaust all our options? Like, one of these has to be... Cemetery. What's our coins looking like? We got hella money. Okay, we're going on cemetery. Keeping to shadowy doorways wherever possible, you make your way swiftly along Corpse Way and towards Dead Men's Gate. How much attention or suspicion have you potentially drawn to yourself while visiting the Port of Crabs? Well, as far as I'm aware, I'm under no very minimal suspicion. I may have drawn attention to myself, yeah, because we're just friggin' chopping up a storm in the sewers. Okay. Surprise, surprise, more combat. As you approach the gate, out of the corner of your eye, you notice a movement in a darkened alleyway. Instantly, 2 figures step out into the street in front of you. One is a gaunt-looking character holding a cruel saber with a frayed noose around his neck. That's disturbing. The other is an attractive Kulian woman with her long, shining black hair twisted into a plait, wearing finely made leather armor and wielding a thin sword. You recognize the first of your assailants from tales you've heard on your travels. He is the notorious pirate Silas Gallows. His companion is Wu Lin, a mercenary who joined Cinnabar's crew not long before the pirate lord was killed. Both bear the insignia of the pirates of the... snooze the ad. Black Skull. Alright.
So, here we are at Dead Men's Gate,
Chuckles Silas Gallows.
and soon there's going to be one more corpse in Corpse Way.
Wu Lin says nothing, but advances towards you, her gleaming blade raised. 7 stamina, 7 skill. Shouldn't be too tough, but we do not have a lot of help. Okay. Not a great opening maneuver. Not a great opening maneuver. Really not good. We can take 2 more hits, and then we're done. Alright. Alright. We can do this. We can do this. That's not... we can't do this. No! Oh my god, that's a draw. Come on. This is good. This is good. I need to hit him twice, but he only has to hit me once. That's another draw. Yes. And then I still have to fight Wu Lin. Oh my god. Come on. Yes. Alright. There's still a chance. We're on 1 stamina with no more luck to spend. Because if the problem is no, because even if it doesn't matter. I can only do more damage with it. Yeah, I can only deal more damage with it. And I can't get any lower than a 2. So if I roll it, even if I juggle it, I have to get Snake Eyes. It's the only way to get ourselves through. But using it once doesn't get us any amounts of hits closer. Because we need 3 hits at 2 stamina apiece. And it's not going to matter because I'm still going to need 3 hits. Unless I could do 2 hits, each spending a luck to do an additional 1 point. It's not worth doing. It's the fate of the dice. The dice have betrayed us. No. We have been overcome by our enemies. To be fair, we fought to the bitter end. We really did. We really, really did. We were defeated. You are dead. You will never have your revenge against Cinnabar. Well, that was much better than our first, half hour, 40-minute run attempt. We did very well after that. We did all right. I appreciate everyone who's tuned in. I had an absolute blast. I'm definitely keen to do more of this in the future if this is something you guys enjoyed. But yeah, we're gonna call it there. We did really, really well. If this is something you guys enjoy, we can try and jump back into this adventure. I'm not sure how much the other adventures are. I think you have to buy it through the Steam store. Let me have a quick look, because I think it's just DLC that you guys can pick up. So I think they've got to be like a couple of bucks a pop. Yeah, they're like $6 Australian each. Haven't read a Choose Your Own Adventure for decades. No, neither have I, Snyder-Nix. Yeah, so there's heaps of different styles of ones. There's like a modern comic book one called Appointment with Fear. There's a Temple of Horror, Assassins of Alancia, Freeway Fighter, which is I think like a Mad Max style situation. So there's all kinds of different stories that you can tell. It's the same format and just different ways of telling the story, which I think is really cool. Apple is $6 per book. Yeah, you can pick these up. There's even if you want to try these for yourselves, the fighting fantasy books that I started with was the Lone Wolf series, and there's an app that you can get. Yeah, I had a samurai one, so that would have been sick. There's an app that you can download from all good Play stores. So check that stuff out. I might just quickly wrap up now, because we've got an ad coming through. I'll snooze it. I'll snooze it. Doesn't matter. So yeah, absolutely. I really got inspired to do this because I've recently picked up Dragonbane, a new role-playing game system, and it's super clean, super fun. Combat is far more tactical and there's a lot less choices, but that means those choices mean more. Hits are pretty much automatic as long as you succeed on your attack, and everyone has to choose to evade and do all that sort of thing. Snyder, you picked up Dragonbane? Yeah, no, it's going to be fun. Sammy, I'll keep you in mind. I'm definitely trying to play an online game. I'll get you invited in. But yeah, it's super clean, super fun, and it comes the starter set, which I have here, actually comes with really solid solo role-playing rules. So this starter set, really, really good. Comes with a bunch of stuff to get you going. It comes with an adventure book, and it comes with, if I can get it to comes with an adventure book, the rule book, bunch of creatures included, some little cardboard standees for all the monsters, a set of dice, treasure, initiative cards, a map of the Misty Vale, and full color character artwork, and a fold out little battle map that you can use for stuff. So it's really one of these comprehensive kits that you can pick up and start playing. So really, really good. I picked mine up at Decked Out Gaming, Sammy. I don't know if I literally asked them to order one in for me, so I don't know if they're going to bother putting it on the shelf, but yeah, really good stuff. And yeah, no, but drive-through is dangerous because the community-driven content is amazing. I'm all over the Discord and checking all of the homebrew stuff that people have made out. There's a samurai class. There's all sorts of good stuff because it is so clean and crisp and straightforward. It's very easy to homebrew and kind of make your own things. Oh yeah, from WA. Beautiful. Well, if you're in Sydney over April, we have a big Yeah. Sammy, if you're interested, spread the word. In Sydney, we are going to have Generation Games coming up soon. It's by the same people who organize Oz Comic Con, and it is a dedicated gaming convention with video games, PC games, retro games, bunch of tabletop. Oh, in Sydney, good. Come check out Generation Games. It's going to be in April. It's by the guys who do Oz Comic Con, a bunch of tabletop stuff as well as video and arcade stuff as well. It's just a celebration of all things gaming. Imagine if Comic Con wasn't like all things pop culture. Yeah, Campbelltown Collecticon possibly. Yeah, no, we've got all the cons happening. So in March we're doing Penrith Collecticon, which is coming up real soon. And then in April, Generation Games is coming. So come check out Collecticon. I'm actually running Dragonbane, and at Penrith Comic Con, Penrith Collecticon on the 24th of March. April 21st and 22nd, I believe, is Generation Games, and I'm organising all of the D&D for that. And then ARC, Australian Role Playing Community, has 17 unique local indie creators there. So if you want to try something out of the box and different, I've recently met Nicole, who's designed Fractal RPG, and her setting Dark Vigil. Super cool system. It's like an apocalyptic Victorian sort of like dark and horror kind of game. So stay tuned. But I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for doing this cozy little fun thing. And next week we are going to be diving back into our regular programming. If I can throw up my thing that has... I can't find the thing that has the thing with the schedule right now. But don't worry about it. Stay tuned to... in Bali for 2 weeks. Oh, nice. No, I can't find the thing that does the thing. Even though the thing that does the thing is usually right here. Don't know why I can't find it. Don't know where my workspace is going. But stay tuned. The schedule will be on the socials. And good night, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I had a blast. Hope you did too. And I'll be running the old outro now. Thanks, guys. Take it easy. Stay well. See you soon.